In this video, I'm going to show you how I made the ad for my case study shirt. I made it in Photoshop, and that's the preferred way to do it. But if you don't have Photoshop, you may have PowerPoint. If so, I'll show you an easy way to do it in PowerPoint too. And don't worry, even if you've never used Photoshop or PowerPoint before, you won't have any trouble. It's easy to do, and I'll go step by step. Just watch what I do, then you can do the same thing. Okay, I have Photoshop open here. I'm using version CS4. If you have a different version, it may look a little bit different, but the tools work pretty much the same. Now the first thing we need to do is go grab an image of our shirt. So to do this, I went to my Teespring landing page. I scrolled down to the bottom, right-clicked on the little thumbnail here. Then I clicked Save Image As, and I saved it to a place on my computer. Then I went back to Photoshop. I clicked File, Open, and I went to the place on my computer where the shirt was, and double-click that so it would open in Photoshop. Now the first thing I want to do is remove the white background. So I have to unlock the layer by double-clicking it here. When this opens up, just click OK and the layer will be unlocked. Now I go over here and I click on this little magic wand tool. By the way, just to make sure, you want to have these settings set right. The tolerance should be 20. There should be a check in the anti-alias box and a check in the contiguous box. Now I'm going to click anywhere on the white area here. You'll see a flashing dotted line appear. Just click Delete on your keyboard. Now if there's any white left, like this part up here, click on that too. Then click Delete on the keyboard again. Okay, now the background is gone. Next I want to make the colored background for my ad, and I want to make that at the size that Facebook recommends. So I'm going to go up here to File, click on that, then click New. Now you want to make sure the width is 504, the height is 504, and the resolution is 72. And you want to make sure these are set to pixels and not inches or something else. So it should look just like this. Then click OK. Okay, now you'll have two tabs up here. Your shirt will be on the first tab, and the background image will be on the second tab. Next, we want to add a little bit of color to it. So we go down here to the bucket tool, looks like a little bucket, click on that. Then come down here and click on the color swatches. Now the color picker will open. Click somewhere on the blue area on this long bar here, then click somewhere inside on a lighter blue area. Then click OK. Now with the bucket tool selected, you'll see the little bucket appear over the image. Just go ahead and click on the image and the blue color will appear. Next, I'll unlock this layer by double clicking it. I'll click OK in here, then I'll double click the layer again. This will open the layer style box. Then I'll come down here and click the word stroke. This will apply the stroke effect. Where it says size, I'll make that somewhere around, I guess about 35. Then select inside. Now I'll change the color by clicking the color box here, and I want a darker blue. So I'll click blue, maybe around right about there. Then click OK. Then OK again. Now you can add a border if you want, or you can skip this step. It depends. I do it sometimes and then sometimes I don't. Next I'll go here and click on the shirt tab, and I'm going to drag it down a little bit. Then I'll grab the top of the shirt here and drag it over to the side. Now I want to go over here and click on this move tool. Then I'll go back, click on the shirt, hold my mouse down, and drag the shirt onto the background. I'll center it a little bit. I'll bring it down a bit. Now I can close this shirt image to get it out of the way. Do I want to save changes? No. Now I can just save it and use it like this if I wanted to, but what I did in the campaign was add a glow to the shirt. So I'll show you how I did that. Okay, the layer with the shirt on it is layer 1, so I'll double click on that, and that will open the layer style box. I'm going to click the words outer glow. The blend mode should say screen, the opacity at 75%. And the color, I'm going to change that to white. And the way to do that is just type 5 Fs in this box right here. Oh, excuse me, that's 6 Fs. Then I'll click OK. I'll move this out of the way a bit. Now I see we have a little bit of a glow around the shirt, but I want a little bit more. So we're here where it says spread, I'm going to make that 20%. And where it says size, I'll also make that 20%. Okay, that looks good. Now I'll click OK. Now this is good to run just like this, and that's all I do most of the time. Of course with different colors in the backgrounds. Yellow works well with black shirts, orange, bright green. And if it's a woman's shirt, pinks and purples work well. Now let's look at the ad that I ran again. On this ad, I did show these other shirt options here at the bottom. I can't say whether it helped or not. It may have been more of a distraction, but I did want to give it a try. So I will show you how to do that in case you want to try it. As far as this limited edition logo, I don't know where I got that. I think it came in some graphics pack that I bought. But since you don't have that same logo, I'll go ahead and skip over that part. Okay, back to Photoshop. Okay, to add these other shirt options here, we need to go back to our Teespring landing page. Now let's say we want to get the hoodie next. We just click this little down arrow for additional styles, and the other styles that we chose before will come up in here. Just click on the hoodie, click on the one that you want, the color, then right click on this image again and save it the same way you saved the other one. Then go back to Photoshop, click File, Open, and open the hoodie image. Now we'll get rid of the background in the same way. Double click it, click OK, click the magic wand tool, click in the white area, then click Delete on your keyboard. Okay, I see all the white is gone. Now we'll go up here to this tab and drag the hoodie down a little bit so I can see the background layer. I'll go over here and select the Move tool. I'll click on the hoodie and drag it to the background layer. Now I'll close this one. Okay, now I need to make this hoodie a lot smaller. So the way to do that is I'm going to go up here to Edit, then click Free Transform. Now I see a box around here. I'm going to hold down my Shift key, grab one of the corners, and move inward. And that will shrink it down. Then click on it and drag it up a little bit, and shrink it down some more. Same thing, hold the Shift key and pull the corner in. And I think about that size is good. Let's put it down here and see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So then click Enter on the keyboard, and that'll take the box away. Okay, let me move this over a bit. All right, that's good. Now just repeating that process, add as many shirts as you want. And if you want to move the black shirt behind the pink shirt, that's easy to do. You just move the pink shirt layer to the top. All you have to do is drag it upward. Now I can see that layer 2 is the pink shirt layer, and I could verify that by clicking this little eyeball off and on, and you'll see the shirt appear and disappear. Layer 3 is the black hoodie layer. Now the next thing you want to do is merge the layers of all these little shirts here. So what you do to do that is select one of the layers by clicking on it, hold down your Shift key, and select the second layer. And if you got 3 or 4 shirts, do the same for all the shirts. Then right click on any of the layers. Then go down here and click Merge Layers. Now what that does is it just makes one layer for all of the little shirts. Now after you merge the layers, you can add a glow to this layer. And the easy way to do that is just right click on one of the other glows that you have, like this one right here. Right click, then click Copy Layer Style. Left click on layer number 2, which has all of our little shirts. Now right click on layer 2, then click Paste Layer Style. Now some people like to add the price of the shirt right into the ad. I don't like to do that because what that does is lower clicks. And if your click rate goes down, the price of your clicks goes up. And also Facebook's got a rule that you can't have more than 20% of your ad being text. So don't add too much text to your ad. So now this ad is finished, all we have to do is save it. And to do that, I'll just go back up to File, then click Save for Web and Devices. Now for the ad, we don't need a transparent background, so we don't have to save it as a PNG file. Just save it as a JPEG file at the maximum quality, 100%. Now click Save, then save it to a folder on your computer where you have your other shirts saved. And that's it. Now you have an ad ready to upload to your Facebook fan page. Now this video is getting a little bit long, so I'll show you how to do this in PowerPoint in the next video.